In the point number 4, where God was speaking to us, He was saying that He is faithful in strengthening you. And God is going to strengthen you this morning as you undertake your specific assignment. And God is telling us as you journey forth, as you journey ahead, when you are weary, God is going to provide you rest. God was speaking to Paul in 2 Corinthians 12 and 19. He was speaking to the church of Corinth. And Paul was reminding the people of Corinth that the grace and the power of God was available to strengthen them. During the season of weakness. You do not have to be ashamed of your weakness, because God's grace will cover you all. He will cover you and strengthen you. Sometimes you may be vulnerable, which is contrary to the society. Society that teaches us that we are always required to be strong. We require to be strong today. And therefore today we need to take the risk on depending on God, even at trying times. When you feel that you are not adequate, that is the time that you have great opportunity for you to share the good news about Jesus Christ. You need to share the good news that Jesus is able to take care of you and He is able to strengthen you. On Friday, I visited one woman of God. She's a guru of faith. She's a guru of faith. She's a little warrior and a soldier of Christ. And she told us that God called her at the age of 20. In the early 20s, he started to preach this gospel. And he was serving in a certain church. And in that certain church, people started talking to him, giving him the messages from God. Telling her that she was supposed to start preaching the word of God. But sometimes she could refuse to preach this gospel. And the moment she entered the church, her legs could swell. It could swell so much that it could not even be in a position to walk. And to cut the story short, this lady decided to hear the voice of God because his husband, even her own daughter, informed her that he needed to do according to what God was telling her to do. And one time he asked his bishop that he be released to go and preach this the gospel. And then when you find that mti ambaye iko na mawe huwa haiwachi kupigwa, mti ambaye iko na matunda haiwachi kupigwa mawe. You find the tree that has fruits is always being stoned. So the bishop of that church, he started now fighting that lady. Yes, but the lady decided to go and preach the gospel as commanded by God. And she started preaching the word of God because she was released well by the members of the church. And God made a way for her. There was a missionary who was going back to America. That missionary, God spoke to him, and he told that missionary to buy instruments. He bought 35 chairs. And this lady started now preaching at his own home. And many people could come for prayers. But there was one problem with her. Whenever he was going to sleep, she never used to sleep. And whenever he used to sleep, he would find somebody slapping her. And nobody could see. But somebody who was near her could hear the slap. And every time he could be slapped, he could see the bishop of the other church where he came from. So as to cut the story short, as the day went by, this woman of God lifted her. And she prayed one prayer that as she lived, not to let this bishop die without seeing what God has done. Unfortunately, one day, as this bishop was preaching in his own church, there was a messenger was sent to him. And he was told that his house in Thika was getting burned. It was being consumed by fire. And therefore she decided to go and rescue his house. When he entered into his own house, the fire had already burnt everything. But the power of God made this man to be deaf. And he became deaf. And one time this woman of God called this pastor to come and consecrate her to be a bishop. And this bishop, as he was coming, he could see churches constructed with iron sheets. And that is where he was directing his son, the son of this woman, that this is your church. And then the son of this woman would say, this is not our church, I'm going to show you. And when they went to the main church, the church God had really constructed was made of stones. And this bishop was very astonished, and he could not even believe. And God was very faithful. Unfortunately, after several months, the bishop died. So God is very faithful. Who have called you will make these things to happen. The work that he has really started, God will accomplish that work. In the name of Jesus. It may be not as early as you think, but as years goes by, God will show himself faithful. Point number 5. God is faithful in sending community of support. Hebrews 10 verse 25. Not giving up meeting together as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching. When you feel like there is nobody who is understanding you, when you feel that you are all alone, then God will provide a community to support you. A community, a supporting community may be a friend. A supporting community may be a listening ear. A supporting community may be a small group or a family members. And God will use them to speak through in those different groups. And they will be in a position to encourage you. And also to remind you that you are not alone. God is able to support you with wisdom. And therefore we need to seek the words of God daily, so that we may have wisdom to direct us each and every day that we are living. When you feel that you are lost and confused, support group of people is going to be able to help you to stand. So I want to conclude by saying this, that God is faithful when we are not faithful to Him. When life become very unfair and painful, when you are just about to throw out the towel, and when you are feeling that you are overwhelmed, be assured that God is able to provide you. He is able to uplift and comfort you. He is able to strengthen and support you. Your immediate circumstances may not be in a position to change, but be confident that God will provide with you all what you need in order to persevere. And we need to be very, very grateful. Let us build our hope unto Jesus, and nothing less. Let us trust in Him, wholly and lean unto His name. And when the darkness comes, let us rest on this unchanging grace. Let your anchor be God, who is able to support you. Even if in the whelming flood, if the flood comes, God is able to give you hope. Let us rest unto Jesus, because all the other ground, they are just sinking sand. Let us stand unto Christ, who is the solid rock. Let us stand unto Him, because all other ground are sinking sand. In the name of Jesus, let us pray. Our Heavenly Father, we thank you and we glorify your name. We exalt you this afternoon. You have taught us this morning that God, you have been faithful in providing God, you are faithful in lifting us and encouraging us. God, you are faithful in comforting us. You are faithful in strengthening us. And you are also faithful in setting community of support. Help us, Heavenly Father, to stand in this solid rock, because you have assured us any other ground is sinking sand. Help us, Heavenly Father, to build our hope on nothing less than Jesus Christ. Help us to lean and to learn wholly from you. And in every high and stormy ground, help us, help dear Redeemer, to be our anchor. Give us hope. And also thank you, dear Redeemer, for being faithful. And we are grateful, dear Redeemer, because you have been faithful in our lives. Bless your people. Remember them at every point of need. In Jesus' name. Amen.